The Catholic Church in New Zealand and abuse survivors are upset the government may not be expanding an inquiry into abuse of children in state care to include faith-based institutions. A church leader says it's a missed opportunity to bring closure to many people. Here's our political reporter, May Heron.
The abuse Daryl Smith suffered as a child has haunted him his entire life.
They seem to walk around with their heads up high, and we walk around with a scarf for the rest of our lives.
He attended Maryland School in Christchurch in the early 1970s and was raped and abused from the age of 6. Mr Smith testified during Australia's Royal Commission, which found the majority of children sexually assaulted there were abused in places like religious institutions. He says he's devastated the government isn't keen to include faith-based groups during a New Zealand inquiry.
So what are they trying to hide? Are they scared that some of their mates might be considered pedophiles?
The Catholic Church in New Zealand says it's disappointed religious institutions are unlikely to be covered and says an inquiry would go a long way to bring some healing and peace for the victims. Bill Kilgallen, who handles complaints for the church, says there are a lot of benefits to investigating many groups at the same time.
You find some issues in common, some issues that are different, and you get a much better picture of what we need to do to prevent abuse happening in the future. I think it would be a great pity if the government missed the opportunity.
However, the Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern says the primary role of an inquiry here would be to focus on the state's responsibility.
I absolutely understand that there are another group who equally have experienced huge suffering, abuse and victimisation beyond the state, but this for us is about establishing the role that the state played, that we played.
Jacinda Ardern says the inquiry would still be broad, pointing out the state's reach in New Zealand often went beyond state institutions. From Parliament, May Heron.